Hello, my name is Joris Doemans and I'm the main developer of Unexplored. And I'm going to talk you through a brief dungeon run. Unexplored is a roguelite dungeon crawler in which you can play as a variety of characters. You can play as a warrior, as a rogue, as a cleric, a lot of things that you normally encounter in RPGs. You can also choose some starting equipment based on the things that you've unlocked so far. So every time you unlock an achievement, you get more options in the start. All the levels in the game are generated by our cyclic dungeon generator, which is a brand new technology to create dungeons like this. And we are quite proud of the results. As you can see, it creates outside environments, mysterious rooms, all sorts of things. What it also creates is trap rooms. Rooms that have statues that come to life and other things. And I just thought I spotted a trap room there, so I'm actually going another way. This game is an action RPG, so combat is going to be a big thing in it. And as you can see, you can fight with your sword in various ways. You can swing it, you can use to stab it, but you can also throw your torch and set the whole environment on fire. It's a good thing there was water nearby, so I can actually escape that blaze. Combat is done in real time, but tactics are important. And to support that, the game allows you to pause at any time, so you can assess the situation. For example, you can see me fighting these poisonous rats, which is actually quite a dangerous situation with being poisoned, having low hit points. So at one point I just pause, assess the situation and use a healing potion. Unexplored is all about managing your risks and rewards. For example, you can see me opening a cursed chest here, which offers me a magical sigil which I can use to craft magic items, but it's going to make me pay for it. In this case, it's actually giving me a curse. Now these curses, they can be lifted, but you have to work extra hard for them. It's also important to realize that you don't have to deal with every enemy. The game doesn't give you any experience points for killing, so sometimes it's just better to move the other way. Here we stumble upon a forge. A forge is a special location that allows you to craft sigils, like the one we just found, onto items. In this case I decided to put it on my shield to create a nice shield of icicles. But you could also put it on your sword, a spear, a dagger, rings, armor, anything. And this allows you many different ways to build your character. So now I'm about to find the exit of this level. The Dungeon of Doom has 20 levels in total, and one of them contains the dragon that actually guards the Amulet of Yendor. The objective of this game is to find that amulet and escape with it, so you have to go down and back up again. The start of this second level is a little bit hectic, with poisonous plants setting the room ablaze and me just escaping and collecting a book in the process. But it also gives me a good opportunity to test out my new shield. You can see me testing out the shield against the fish in the water there, but I'm also going to use it to get rid of the nasty poisonous rats in the room above. Unfortunately, the shield doesn't very last long and it's quickly depleted. Depleted items recharge over time, but it just means I can't use the magic powers of the shield for a little while now. In the corridor above the room I find another book, and this time I decide to read the books, and it gives me an important clue about a special floor that is to be found somewhere in this dungeon. And I also decide to read the other book, which is also a very interesting clue because it tells me that there is a big white rat as a boss in this level, and one of the potions I picked up is probably a potion of explosion, which might be a very useful thing to have against that rat. Here I'm trying to deduce which one is the potion of explosion, and I settled for the black one. But before I get to confront the big white rat, I get to deal with another difficult situation. Here's a room filled with poisonous gas, and I try to be smart about it by setting the gas on fire, but I accidentally set the whole thing ablaze again. So I'm blinded by smoke, low on hit points, so I decide to eat some rations to recover some health. But it kind of worked, and the room is now clear of poisonous gas. There is a trapped chest though, and I'm deciding not to deal with it right now. By this time I'm hearing a lot of rats, so I need to prepare for them. First I dispatch the 2 rats here using my shield and sword, but then I decide, okay, this is probably the room where the big rat is going to be, so I better use my explosion potion, but I've actually discovered that I do not have the key for the room, and I need to go look for the key first, which I realize by now is probably inside the locked chest. This means I need to go back round the way I came, and it's a good thing I did, because I actually found that I left some chests unexplored, and one of them contains a magical staff, which is a precious find. I don't get to use it in this video, but it's a nice thing to have if you encounter one. So here we are again, back in the room with the chest, and this time I decide to take the chance and open it. A little, but not much. And there is the key. So now we're ready to confront the rats in the other room. The key will unlock the door, and I will get my potion of explosion out and prepare to blast them to smithereens. However, I forget that throwing a potion like that, you probably best keep your distance. And I blow myself up in the process. So this concludes my run, and the rest of the levels in this dungeon will remain unexplored forever.